The Christmas party at Henderson Tech glittered with silver and gold, but Marcus Williams sat alone at a corner table, watching couples dance beneath twinkling lights. At 35, the software engineer had grown used to being invisible at company gatherings. His dark hair was slightly disheveled from a long day, and his jacket bore a small stain from his daughter's breakfast that morning. Daddy always looks sad at parties, his 7-year-old Emma had said that morning, and the words still echoed in his mind. Across the room, Victoria Chin commanded attention without effort. The CEO's platinum blonde hair caught the light as she moved through the crowd, her red dress a statement of confidence. At 42, she had built Henderson Tech from nothing, and everyone knew it. But tonight, something felt hollow. Marcus checked his phone. His sister had texted a photo of Emma decorating cookies. He smiled, his first genuine one all evening. "Is this seat taken?" He looked up to find Victoria standing there, holding 2 glasses of champagne. His eyes widened. No, please," he stammered, gesturing to the empty chair. She sat down gracefully, studying him with curious green eyes. "You're Marcus Williams, right? 4th floor, software development. You know my name." He couldn't hide his surprise. "I know everyone's name," she said softly. "It's lonely at the top, but it doesn't mean I don't pay attention." She paused. "You always leave these parties early. Why did you stay tonight?" Marcus hesitated. There was something disarming about her directness. "My daughter asked me to try making friends. She worries about me." Victoria's expression softened. "How old is she?" 7. "Emma. She's my whole world." "Where's her mother, if you don't mind me asking?" "She left when Emma was 2, Marcus said quietly. Said motherhood wasn't what she wanted. It's been just the 2 of us since." Victoria was silent for a moment, turning her champagne glass slowly. "My parents wanted me to marry at 25, have children by 30. I chose ambition instead. Sometimes I wonder what I missed." "It's not too late," Marcus offered. She laughed, but it held no humor. "I'm 42 and married to this company. Men my age want younger women. Younger men want my money. I've accepted my path." "That sounds lonely," Marcus said simply. "It is," Victoria admitted, surprised by her own honesty. Something about this gentleman made her walls come down. They talked for an hour, the party fading around them. Marcus spoke of Emma's love for painting, of bedtime stories and school plays. Victoria shared her immigrant parents' journey, how she'd worked 3 jobs to start her company. "Dance with me?" Victoria asked suddenly. Marcus froze. "I'm not very good." "Neither am I," she smiled. "That's why we should practice together." On the dance floor, Marcus moved stiffly, hyper-aware of every eye on them. Victoria leaned closer and whispered, "Relax. They're just people. They're wondering why the CEO is dancing with the boring guy from 4th floor," he muttered. "Let them wonder," she said. Her hand tightened on his shoulder. "Marcus, this might sound crazy, but I feel comfortable with you. Like I can breathe." Before he could respond, Jennifer Martinez from accounting appeared beside them, her smile sharp. "Victoria. I didn't know you and Marcus were friends." "We're getting to know each other," Victoria replied evenly. Jennifer's eyes gleamed with malice. "How nice. Marcus, you should introduce Victoria to your daughter. Though I suppose dating a single father isn't really your style, is it, Victoria? You've always been so focused on success." Marcus felt Victoria stiffen. "I should go," he said quietly. "Emma's sitter needs to leave soon." "Marcus, wait," Victoria called, but he was already heading for the exit. Jennifer laughed. "Honestly, Victoria, what were you thinking? He's sweet, but he's not in your league. Single father, average salary, no ambition beyond his little coding projects." Victoria turned to her, eyes flashing. "Get out of my sight, Jennifer. And clean out your desk Monday morning. You're fired." "What? You can't be serious." "I'm completely serious. I don't tolerate cruelty in my company." Victoria walked away, leaving Jennifer speechless. But the damage was done. Marcus didn't return her calls that weekend. At work Monday, he avoided the executive floor. Victoria found herself staring at security footage of the 4th floor, watching him work at his desk, and felt ridiculous. Tuesday morning, Marcus arrived to find Victoria waiting by his cubicle. His colleagues pretended not to watch. "Can we talk?" she asked. "Please." "There's nothing to talk about," he said quietly. Jennifer was right. "We're from different worlds." "I fired her," Victoria said. Marcus's head snapped up. "What?" "For being cruel. For making you uncomfortable. For being exactly the kind of person I don't want in my company." Victoria's voice dropped. "Marcus, I haven't stopped thinking about you since Friday. That scares me." "Why does it scare you?" he asked softly. "Because I don't know how to do this," she admitted. "I've built empires, negotiated with billionaires, but I don't know how to tell a Goodman that I'd like to see him again." Marcus was quiet for a long moment. His colleagues had given up pretending not to listen. "Emma has a Christmas concert Thursday," he finally said. "It's at 7. Roosevelt Elementary. Are you inviting me?" Victoria asked, hardly daring to hope. "If you want to understand my world, that's where it starts," Marcus said. With a 7-year-old in a reindeer costume singing off-key. Thursday evening, Victoria sat in a tiny school auditorium that smelled of tempera paint and old books. She was overdressed in her business suit, surrounded by parents in jeans. Marcus found her before the concert started. "You came," he said, and his smile was worth everything. "I almost didn't," Victoria admitted. "I changed clothes 3 times. I've never felt Southwest out of place." "You'll do fine," he assured her. Then Emma appeared, dragging a little boy behind her. "Daddy. This is my friend Tyler. Tyler, this is my daddy." She looked at Victoria with enormous brown eyes. "Are you Daddy's friend?" "I hope so," Victoria said gently. "I'm Victoria." "You're really pretty," Emma said seriously. "Are you a princess?" "No, sweetheart. I'm just a person who likes your daddy very much." "Good," Emma nodded. "Daddy needs more friends. He's always sad when he thinks I'm not looking." Marcus's eyes glistened. "Emma, you need to get backstage." After the concert, complete with forgotten lines and a minor set collapse, they went for hot chocolate. Emma chattered non-stop about the performance while Victoria listened with genuine interest. "And then Tyler forgot to say his line, so I said it for him, but Mrs. Patterson said that wasn't helping, but I think it was," Emma explained through a whipped cream mustache. "You were a very dedicated reindeer," Victoria said solemnly. Emma studied her. "Do you have kids?" "No," Victoria said. "I don't." "Do you want kids?" Emma asked with a child's blunt curiosity. "Emma, that's personal," Marcus intervened. "It's okay," Victoria said. She looked at Emma seriously. "I used to think I didn't. But lately, I've wondered what I might have missed." "You could borrow me sometimes," Emma offered. "I'm really good at sharing." Victoria's laugh was surprised and genuine. "That's very generous." Over the next month, something unexpected grew between them. Victoria attended Emma's soccer games, sitting with other parents and learning the rules. Marcus helped Victoria understand why her programmers were frustrated with new protocols. They had dinner at diners instead of expensive restaurants. They talked for hours after Emma went to bed. "I never expected this," Victoria confessed one evening. They sat on Marcus's modest couch while Emma slept upstairs. "I thought love was supposed to be dramatic. Sweep you off your feet. And this isn't?" Marcus asked. "This is different. This is coming home after a terrible day and knowing you'll make it better. This is Emma asking when Miss Victoria is coming over. This is feeling peaceful instead of passionate." "Peaceful isn't boring," Marcus said quietly. "Peaceful is what you build a life on." Victoria took his hand. "My board thinks I'm losing focus. They say I leave work early now." "Do you?" he asked. "Yes. Because Emma has a recital, or you've made dinner, or I just want to sit with you both and watch cartoons." She paused. "I'm 42 years old, and I'm finally learning what matters." "And what matters?" Marcus whispered. "This. You. Emma. Being part of something bigger than my ambition." Victoria's eyes were bright. "Marcus, I'm falling in love with you. Both of you." He kissed her then, gentle and sure. "I fell in love with you the moment you sat down at that party and saw me instead of just another employee." Upstairs, Emma stirred. Marcus went to check on her, and Victoria followed. The little girl opened sleepy eyes. Miss Victoria? Are you staying tonight? Not tonight, sweetheart, Victoria said softly. But soon. Emma asked. Because Daddy smiles more when you're here. And I like when he's happy. Victoria's throat tightened. Soon, baby. I promise. 3 months later, at another Henderson Tech party, Marcus and Victoria entered together. Emma twirled in a new dress, holding both their hands. The crowd parted, whispers following them. Victoria lifted her chin, but Marcus squeezed her hand. Let them talk, he murmured. Jennifer, who had found new employment, watched from across the room with bitter eyes. But her friend Sarah smiled genuinely. They look happy, Sarah said. Really happy. And they were. Because Victoria had learned that power meant nothing without someone to share it with. Because Marcus had learned that he was worthy of being chosen. Because Emma had gained not just a mother figure, but a family. That night, as they tucked Emma into bed, the little girl looked up at Victoria. Can I ask you something? Anything, Victoria promised. Can you be my mom? Not just Daddy's girlfriend, but my mom too. Victoria's eyes filled with tears. She looked at Marcus, who nodded encouragingly. Emma, being your mom would be the greatest honor of my life. Good, Emma yawned. Because I already told Tyler at school that you were. I hope that's okay. After Emma fell asleep, Marcus and Victoria stood in the hallway. She's 6 steps ahead of us, he laughed softly. She has good instincts, Victoria said. She turned to him. Marcus, I never believed in fairy tales. But this feels like one. Even without the castle, he teased. Especially without the castle. Because this is real. Messy and complicated and absolutely real. Marcus pulled her close. Can you be my wife? Not just Emma's mother, but my partner in everything. Victoria kissed him, pouring every yes she'd never dared speak into that moment. I thought you'd never ask. And in a small house that smelled of cookies and had toys scattered across the floor, they built their forever. Not perfect, but theirs. Not what either of them had planned, but exactly what they both needed. Because sometimes the greatest success isn't what you achieve alone. Sometimes it's who you become when you choose to love and be loved in return.